Hi, Tracy.
Hi,
How
Ron.
are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. Welcome.
Great to see you. So this is it.
Yes, this is my grooming room.
Fantastic.
This is where I do all my little doggies and all my little happy customers.
Yeah, exactly. So this is a supplemental income for you.
Yes, it is.
So tell us about that. How did you decide to do it, and why dog grooming?
Well, I went into semi-retirement because of my health, physical health, and I was taking my dogs to my groomer, and one of the groomers in town had closed business for personal reasons. So I was asking her if I could become a groomer, and if she would train me. So after a bit of discussion, she agreed to train me, and it happened.
Here you are.
I started my own grooming business out of the house. Yes.
How exciting. Now, how long have you been doing this?
Just over 2 years.
Wow. And how about business? How is it progressing? Did you have to do a lot of marketing at first?
Well, actually, I didn't have to do a lot of marketing because I knew there was only 2 other groomers in town. And I knew there was a necessity for the third one because the third one was doing a good business, and then they had closed up. So I knew the marketing was there for a third groomer. And being on one of the main streets of Parry Sound, I had the ideal position for advertising by just putting a sign up outside.
Exactly. That's how we found you.
Of course, we have a lot of friends and family here. So I just started spreading the word, and the business started booming.
Wow, isn't that fantastic?
Yes.
So very little investment, just word of mouth, talking it up.
I've had ads on the radio. I've had advertisements in the local North Star, but nothing markets your business like word of mouth.
And happy customers.
Happy customers and happy little fluffy animals that just come, hey, Tiger? Yes.
So Tiger's here for what today?
Tiger's here just for a little bit of a cleanup and a bath. I just thoroughly enjoy doing this business because of the love I have for dogs.
And you do have your own 2 or 3?
I have my 2, plus I have a large dog that I don't take care of. But I do take care of my 2 little sit shoes. I have 2 little sit shoes that I groom myself.
Oh, that's great. So what did your dog groomer have to say about you taking the business away and opening up in town?
Well, actually, she's out of town. She's down near Humphrey Foley area.
Right.
And she gets a lot of tourists, a lot of the campers and the cottagers.
Yeah.
And of course, all my customers that ask me about doing large dogs, I immediately refer to her.
Oh, so that's great for her too.
She gets all my business, the large, and she does a lot of large dogs out there, being out in the country and that, and a lot of, and she hasn't lost any of her small dog business. I make sure of that. If they have been going to her, then I won't do her. I won't do that dog. Not that I don't wanna, but it's loyalty to Ruth because she trained me and gave me the opportunity to become a groomer.
Well, wow, that's great. So why don't you show us your little setup here?
Over here is my grooming table, and it's a table only for small dogs. I can't put large dogs on this. It would break it. The pedestal is not supportive enough for it.
Now you specialize in small dogs anyway.
Yes.
So you wouldn't be doing large dogs.
No.
Now what's this?
This is a high intensity dryer, hair dryer, so to speak. It's just on a pedestal, and it works back and forth.
This equipment, I see that you've got some clippers and scissors and brushes.
Yeah, and blades.
Yeah, so all of this, what was your investment in order to get started, besides taking the course and getting the equipment started? Because we're working in basically the laundry room, I suppose, of your home.
Yes, it is. It is the laundry room. It was the laundry room. Now it's my grooming room.
Yeah.
But eventually, it cost me bare minimum. I was fortunate to keep it to $2,000
Oh, wow.
for a setup. I did my own plumbing and set up my own tub and everything. And it was just a matter of purchasing the different blades and the equipment and the hair dryer. Actually, these two are the most expensive. Yes.
So I expect you've made that back by now.
Oh yes, I have. I made that back. I started last July, June and July, and by the end of the year, fortunately, I had already surpassed that
Wow.
cost. So
Wow, so
Yeah,
that's
so it's-
fantastic. And is it growing since then?
yes, it has been growing. Word of mouth, satisfaction from customers. They're spreading the word for me. I give out my business cards to them, and they just love it.
You're never going to run out of business because the dog's hair keeps growing.
As I've started my business, we were only 3 in town, and now there's 6 groomers in town.
Ooh,
So they
there's
must
a bit
have
of
thought-
competition for you.
And that's fine. I don't mind competition because it separates the good groomers from the bad groomers or the not so well.
That's true.
And we all know each other. So we always talk and how's your business doing and everything. So yeah.
So that's good. It's not kind of a backstabbing competition.
No.
It's
no.
it's a healthy competition.
Yeah, it
That's
is.
wonderful to hear. So Ron, I wanted to ask you, probably what everybody wants to know mostly, is how has doing this in-home business bettered your life?
Well, it's bettered my life financially, of course. Not to the great extent that I could retire completely or quit doing it. I still work a little part-time outside of my grooming job. But it has enabled me to help with the finances around the house, shorten up our mortgage by paying it off on a monthly basis. And
So you make extra payments to your mortgage.
extra payments, and of course save for a new vehicle. So it gives us the extra money that we need, that we wouldn't have. And working out of the house, I don't have the overhead of rent, hydro. I do have the hydro within the house, but I claim that. We're in
You mean in
know,
taxes?
yeah.
Against as an expense
Yeah.
against your income.
business expense.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't be able to afford this job or this career if I had to go out and rent a store or a building.
Definitely.
I would
that
never.
could be
I
very
wouldn't-
costly.
Well, it wouldn't be worth my time. I would probably be paying first, especially when you're just starting out, because you don't have the clientele that you should have. On the best of months, I've had like 40 customers.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's great. And
yeah,
you're
it
doing
is
this
great.
from your home.
Yeah.
So you're building wealth around your house.
Yeah, it is. And it's just been a godsend because I love animals and I really love taking care of them. And
And you've been
know.
able to earn an income, a supplemental income from it.
that helps.
Yeah.
That helps with the house.
Exactly.
household.
So what have been some of the challenges that you have faced in setting this up, besides building the business and, taking, I guess, some time for it to ramp up? What are some of the other challenges? Did you have to learn how to deal with people, customer service issues?
Well, I've been in customer service for over 30 years.
So
Between
that's your
retail and hospitality. So customer service wasn't a problem for me. Some groomers take this as a profession and it's just a job and I get them in and out. It's like a production line. I myself, I spend about an hour and a half per dog, whether it's like Tiger being here or not. Like this would be normally in a pet value would probably be a half-hour deal.
Really?
Yeah, because
In and out. It's
yeah.
a business.
Well, it's a business,
So-
and they're on a
So
so many hours in a day, and
And
they
they've
have
got the
to-
rent that you don't have to pay.
That's true.
And so this is another advantage, I think, for pet owners to bring their dogs to a home groomer, because they're going to get more love, more attention, more kindness,
Definitely.
more tenderness, more time.
Yeah,
Let me ask you
that's
this. Was there any kind of challenges in your relationship with your wife over doing your business? or do you have a set schedule? How do you work?
I've actually, when I first started, I was doing 7 days a week, and I opened at 8 or 9 o'clock, and I went to 5 or 6 to where the appointments would take me to, and I offered evening appointments, which no other groomer does. And it's because people are working all day, and then they go, oh, I got to get this dog in, and sometimes my Saturday appointments will be full. I have a wonderful wife that realizes that when I go for something, I go 110%, and you can't be choosy on your hours, your days, or anything when it comes to customer service, as I know from experience. Plus, it goes a long way with your customers. So you have to be there for your customers, and as the business grows, you tell them, okay, I'm booked for the middle of November that week. So if you want something in December or near the end, let me know, and I will call them and say, Tiger, how's Tiger doing? Does he need a cleanup, or Christmas is coming? Would you like to make him look pretty? And
so that's really good. You're doing your telemarketing, and that's helping to. Sometimes people just forget.
They do forget, and they'll phone and say, "Can you do this right away for me, Ron?" And most times I will fit them in. Rather, if it's later in the evening, or I'll say, well, I can get you in at 6:30. Or
so customer service is really important, you think, to your business?
It's high on my priority.
Yeah, and that's been part of what's made you really successful. In the last 2 years, you've done really well for yourself.
Yeah.
Do you have a separate phone line for people to book appointments, or do they call on the house line?
They call on the house line. We've made that the business line, and we both have our own cell phones, so we use our cell phones. But the house line is
the grooming line.
The grooming line. Plus, everybody knows this. And we have call waiting. So if we have a customer calling in, we always stop one conversation to find out if it's business, and then make arrangements. I always have my booking
scheduler
right there,
right beside the phone.
Yeah.
Well, that's great. So you really do keep that as a priority. Business first. Hold on.
Yeah.
Got to see if this is business.
Yeah, because customers are customers, and especially in a small town. The word gets around for, say, either you're doing a great business, or I wouldn't go to him, or I wouldn't go to that groomer for this reason or that reason. So it doesn't take long in a small town to ruin your reputation.
Good point.
Yeah,
Very
you only
good
need
point.
to cut a dog's nails too much, which makes them bleed, or razor burn on them. That sometimes the first time's overlooked by an owner, depending on the severity of it, and then if it happens the second time, it's time to look for another groomer. And plus, I've had people say, well, yeah, I go to this groomer, but we want to try you out. So they'll try me out, and then they'll take my card, and I hope that they recall. I'd say 95% of my customers that are just come through the door really
book again.
Yes, I've had customers.
Wow.
I have customers from Gravenhurst that have two Shih Tzus that were originally living here in Parry Sound, and then they moved, and they say no, and they will phone, and I don't care what day it is or what time of the day it is, I always make room for them because they were one of my first customers.
Now, how far is Gravenhurst from here?
It's an hour's drive.
So they drive an hour here and an hour back to bring you their dogs.
Yeah.
Because they want you to do it.
Yeah.
Now that's flattering.
It is flattering.
That must be very gratifying.
Yeah,
Makes you feel really good.
And I have customers even in Toronto, Mississauga that come up for
that's
cottages.
That's 2 hours away.
Yeah, and they'll come up and they'll bring Fido or whatever, little Susie in for me to clip them. And I had the customers from last summer come this summer.
Nice.
For that.
So your business is growing.
Yes, it is starting to grow.
And this is a tourist town, so it swells and it shrinks, the population here, depending on the season. So if you're going to go after the cottagers and the people who
Which
are
I
here
do. Yeah.
in the season, you being on the main road is really helpful.
Yeah, I would never have thought that I would become a groomer. God willing, set the idea, and here I am. So I'm here to
Excellent.
stay. I'm not going
Excellent.
anywhere.
Well, good for
as long
you.
as my health is good, and my wife puts up with me in the business, we'll be in business.
When personal circumstances led Ron to look for an alternative income he could earn from home, he considered his interests and his abilities. Armed with a lifelong career in hospitality and customer service, he knew it was not only his strength but his passion. His only question was how to translate it into a home business. He realized that his career experience, coupled with his love of dogs, pointed him in the direction of a grooming business. It was a natural fit of talent and passion. So Ron approached his own groomer, who agreed to teach him the ropes. Since they were miles apart and Ron intended to specialize in grooming smaller dogs, her business wasn't threatened, and Ron offered to send any large dog grooming business her way. He paid $2,000 for his professional equipment and converted his laundry room into his grooming studio with a few minor renos that he did himself. Going strong after 2 years with many happy furry clients and happy owners, he's been able to make extra payments towards his mortgage and enjoy a higher quality of both financial and personal freedom that he would not have done otherwise. Though he was nervous and uncertain about giving it a go at the beginning, now Ron doesn't look back. He has no regrets and looks forward to each and every new day. Ron is a wonderful example of what can be achieved when you combine your passion with a decision to turn it into a business. We at Homazooma would like to thank Ron Harrison at Hairy Dog Grooming for taking the time out of his busy schedule to do this interview with us. I'm Tracy Thomas. Thanks for watching. Please join me for our next interview with another homeowner who is building wealth around their house. See you soon.